control room, I take it? Dr. Bug smiles. Yes, let's head up there. My heart is racing a mile a minute. I can hardly believe it. He's coming back to me. Barely able to contain my excitement and relief, I follow Dr. Bug down the cargo tunnel. She turns to me, cautiously picking her words. You should have told me you had such an investment in this particular outcome. Contrary to popular belief, it's possible for employers to genuinely care about the well-being of their employees. She knows. How much does she know? Right, that's a new hurdle. Gotta concentrate on staying in with the boss. I can't blow this. Luckily, acting has become second nature, and I'm able to feign a casual demeanor. Oh, I'm just stressed about the mission. Don't want to make any mistakes, you know. It doesn't look like Bug is buying that. And if you want things to go smoothly, I'm going to need my old partner back. Smooth, that hit the spot. Fair enough. Just please talk to me instead of hiding next time something's on your mind. You know I'll always listen. She's right. I should trust her more by now. It's just hard to find the line when you know you can't be completely real. We round the corner into the control room and I see a stack of resumes on the desk, looking like it's about to fall off. Dr. Bug grins. Take a look if you like. To be honest, I don't really care who the recruits or who she recruits now, though I suppose it wouldn't hurt to try and avoid getting stuck working with a lemon. Trust is a necessity on a mission, and Bug seems a teeny bit too eager to go. Alright, I take it these ones are for security? Silly question, it's obvious that these aren't the scientific experiment, or experts. There
are all jocks is what it says.
Jarheads and bouncers! Yes, do any catch your eye? I quickly flick through to see if there's an obvious winner. Turns out there is. Pages and pages of passive-aggressive phrasing and brags over scars taken on the job are put into stark contrast by this soldier. They just state everything matter-of-factly, clearly no need of exaggeration. 2 tours during the rebellion, commanded a squad in the Battle of the Humboldt, assisted in the oxygen evacuation, turned down a field promotion to keep a promise. Whoa, recipient of the Medal of Humanity! How have I not heard of this guy? I flick back to the top and read the name out loud. Sergeant Notsky. Dr. Bug grins once again. Yep, I thought you'd spot her.
Chapter 3. Boots on the ground. Don't worry, dear viewer, we're like halfway through the document at this point. Error. Data degradation is now in effect. Continued use of this document may result in damage to your personal computing device. Corrupt state resolving. The remainder of the data for the week ending Sun 22nd is not salvageable. Please continue only if this is an emergency. Resuming from Monday 23rd, from perspective Sergeant N. Dutker.
Multiverse Observation Program. I say it to myself again in disbelief, looking up at the industrial building towering above. What a stupid acronym. I'd gone along with the job offer because, frankly, I need the money, but I'd have been quite happy to never meet another human being again. Maybe I should have just moved to Collins. Well, I'm not entirely sure what this job even is. First I thought that doctor was winding me up on the phone, then I jumped to the conclusion that it was some kind of action movie. But no, actual dimensional travel. Ain't it magical? People found a whole new place to go and ruin with our touch. Bet it's a paradise at first. This whole thing stinks of deja vu. This alley stinks too. Could they have picked a worse place to put this goddamn science project? Not that anywhere's that nice anymore. Ha! Maybe I should take some samples to warn the natives. Could just give them a fatal disease though, and I don't particularly want to be the new Captain Cook. Right, anyway, where's the door? Oh, there's someone there. Hello? Are you from the, MOP? She wanders over, stepping daintily. Hard to tell if that's a quirk or the ground is just icky. If she smiled any harder, her jaw would likely break. Hi. Yes, Sayori Knight. It's a real pleasure to meet you. Great. Enthusiasm. Just what I was looking for. Just call me Knot. I'm the new security. Can I, ask what happened to my predecessor? On second thought, I don't want to know. I'm not sure what you mean. It's just you, me, and the boss. We've not been on a mission yet, so no skeleton in the cupboard, thankfully. She laughs awkwardly. That's nothing like as good news as this, or she seems to think. We're the guinea pigs. So anyway, if you follow me, it's this way. The atmosphere inside is completely different. Modern and, well, not covered in trash. At least they're not operating on a shoestring budget. Wonder who's funding them. Probably should have looked that up. Siri hops ahead and turns to me with a bounce.
Right, so this is the control room. This is where we, control things. I actually have no idea what it's for. You have to ask Dr. Bug. There's a phone there, though, if you need it.
My one call. How very prison. So where's the boss at? I was looking forward to meeting her. Siri shuffles, and busily tidying up a stack of paper that had just fallen off the desk.
Oh, she's on a flight to the Antarctic trying to hunt down our 5th team member, Professor Yuri. She's, nice, I guess.
Wait, that doesn't add up. Hold up, what do you mean 5th member? Did I miss somebody?
Yes, of course, my partner from the time, Wednesday.
Ha, bringing a guy, of course. I thought this was going to be a girls' club. Way to kill the atmosphere. Huh. Hey, you mentioned Professor Yuri. I met her at Endymion and you on my first tour. She was giving a lecture when the war broke out. They turned that place into a damn fortress. Siri appears intrigued.
What was she like?
How do I describe a cold egghead politely? She was a professional. Couldn't really understand her theories, but I get why you want her on the team. A loud beeping sound echoes across the room and Siri jumps half a mile. I reach behind me for the gun that isn't there, but thankfully it's an unnecessary panic. It was the microwave.
Oh, I totally forgot. Do you like popcorn? I can see this is going to be a difficult working relationship.
Oh, nope, that last line was Snotski's. Ah!
A few minutes and more than a few click knuckles later, Siri had left me in the armory to acquaint myself. Whoever did the budgeting clearly didn't have their priorities straight. Dozens of pristine storage racks sit empty. There's only an old-looking labeled bundle at one end. For the sergeant, smiley face. The smiley face probably answers the budgeting question. Oh, Jesus, what? You can get more for this thing as an intake than as a weapon. I lift the lever action rifle off the rack. If I'm not mistaken, this is from the 1800s. Amazingly, it looks to be in perfect shape. Well, at least they aren't expecting me to go out there armed with a stick. Whatever gives me a reason to remember to aim. Also on the rack are several boxes of field supplies. They really don't seem to be applicable to many environments on Earth, let alone wherever we're going. Still, if it isn't just a recon mission, there should be enough here to make do with. Maybe they weren't planning on ever going to other dimensions again. Maybe they don't think we're coming back. I pack everything that will fit in the tatty backpack. There's a massive hole in the main compartment, but luckily there are several others. It neatly slides under the storage rack. I grab some ammunition and head next door. Let's hope this thing actually shoots straight. The lights flicker on to reveal a symphony of targets whirring to life. This is without a doubt the most over-engineered shooting range ever created. It looks like it was designed by someone who has never fired a weapon in their life, but had most definitely seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Alas, there are no singing midgets. Normally targets symbolize something. Who is the enemy? The unknown isn't something you generally shoot. How about Professor Yuri? I'm sure she wouldn't mind indulging in that idea. After putting a few rounds down the range, I feel fairly confident with this ancient gun. Of course, it's not going to help me out much against automatic weaponry, but then again, if we encounter a Kardashev-scale civilization, that's a moot point. Thanks for that bit of info, Prof. Totally not terrifying. I guess I should find Siri and point out the budget inconsistencies. She seems nice, at least.
Error, critical information loss. Warning, system approaching auto-ignition temperature. Errors detected in error reporting facility. Chapter 4. Ask an expert. Oh, 1 moment, please.
Cold. Cold enough to chill your bones. I describe this place as hell, but it's far too cold. And for what? Astronomical research? Pah, I might hold a degree in it, but it's far from interesting. If I could afford my own setup, I'd be out building a wormhole generator, or trying to anyway. Until then, here I am working for the suits as Cosmotech. I need a miracle. Rat-a-tat-tat. Am I going crazy out here? Was that someone knocking on the door? No, what are the odds? There's definitely a knocking. Sound happening out there. Must be the wind, right? I listen closer. Oh, it's rhythmic. Dash, dot, 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 dash, 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 dot. Oh my god, is this real? I run at the door and fling it open to reveal my idol. The freezing wind comes flooding into the lab, but it's the last thing I'm thinking about right now. Dr. Monica Bug, I exclaim, probably sounding like a groupie. Calm down, calm down. A scientist doesn't let emotion interfere with her work. Good afternoon, I think.
Oh, no, it's her.
Good afternoon, I think. I'm looking for Professor Yuri, but mostly my feet are numb. Can I come in for a minute, please?
I have no words. I just sort of stand and flap about a bit.
Is that a yes?
Oh no, she thinks I'm condemning her to hypothermia. Stupid Yuri, act with logic, damn it. Phew, okay, here goes. Of course you can come in, Dr. Bug, and yes, I'm Yuri. Clearly too exhausted to reply, Bug raises her gloved hands and smiles with chattering teeth. Stepping inside, I close the door and we both shiver with joy at the end of the wind's torment. Something
warm would be great right about now. Tea?
Dr. Bug looks at me with confusion. I can't tell who's talking anymore. Would you like some tea? I can put some on. I think her brain needs time to thaw.
Yes, thank you, Professor. That would be greatly appreciated.
Phew, at least making the tea gives me a minute to gather my thoughts. What do I say to her? This is my chance. But why is she here in the first place? I'm not exactly an easy person to find. She must have read my paper on dimensional travel. Wait. What if she's here to kill me for my secrets? I won't go down without a fight. So what brings you to this sunny part of the world? I keep talking while wondering where my knife is, just in case.
Oh, I'm working on a project and I'm in need of another pair of hands. I remember seeing an article about you in, actually, it doesn't matter where.
That would be Crackpot Ideas Monthly, then. Maybe I was wrong to sue them for defamation.
Anyway, your postulation about dimensions are most intriguing. You'd be the perfect fit to round out our field team.
Whatever could that mean? Only one way to find out. Field team, Doctor.
Yes, suffice to say I've had something of a breakthrough, if you catch my drift.
Could it be? She's cracked dimensional travel? Deep breaths. In. Out. Don't make yourself look like an idiot. Well, in that case, I'd most definitely be interested. Bug smiles with enthusiasm.
Fantastic! I was worried you might be too heavily invested in your project out here.
Fat chance. I'd have signed up to sweep floors at this point if it would get me out of this frozen nightmare. Oh no, my passion has always been dimensional theory. I realized the kettle boiled some time ago, and Dr. Bug is still sitting there looking frozen solid. Quickly, I pour the tea and shovel it through the seating area. She grins with a warmth that almost permeates the chill. I can't help but smile back, breaking my usual stoic facade. Bug savors every last drop from the mug, and we sit in a comfortable silence before she continues.
One of the team, I believe, is actually a friend of yours, Sergeant Notsky.
I try and fail to hide my disgust at that name. Friend, yeah, right. That jarhead might have saved my life technically, but she spent every minute of her time at Endymion, disrespecting the work of each and every single person there. Nerd nonsense, she called it. I know her, yes, but professionally she's not a
Error reporting offline. Except for this error report, obviously. Loading backup file bug 617.
This plane is so incredibly well heated. Weird how contrast makes you notice things like that. Professor Yuri sits in the opposite window seat, striking me as anything but warm. Oh well, I'm recruiting her for expertise, not her social skills. She's wearing headphones, probably listening to a science podcast, but I can't help but picture her listening to death metal. People are endlessly fascinating, and yet in this enclosed space we all sit obediently like good little sheep. A tiny bit of me wants to jump up and run around to the lengths down the lengths of the aisle, just to prove I'm free. I wonder if Yuri ever has thought it that spontaneous and uncivil. Heck, I wonder if anyone does. Sometimes it feels like I'm the only one awake in a sea of, somnambulists.
What a word.
I guess Sayori is enthusiastic, but she always acts in a Sayori-ish way. Her friend, though, there's something different about him. I could hear it over the phone. Something in his tone of voice. Almost like he's destined for something. What's so free about destiny, though? Yuri removes the headphones and I try to make eye contact. She dodges my gaze, looking positively scared of me. I sure do pick 'em. What a bunch of oddballs. Hope we'll be okay out in the field together. I was banking on the professor being friends with the sergeant, but that seems like a strained relationship. Am I going to have to hold this team together? Seems a shame to be playing babysitter when there's a science after to be performing. Who knows, though? Maybe that's a job worth doing. Can't say I've got any particular problems with any of them. Yet, at least. There goes the tannoy. Better put my seatbelt on for landing.
End of user-created backup. Partial restoration completed on initial file. Press any key to display. Chapter 5, Square Zero. Hello, I'm the Data Restoration Facility. Yeah, I'm a character, and as you can see, I can do the whole fourth wall break thing. Neat, right? I managed to restore the morning of yesterday, or the morning of Wednesday, 25th, for you from the initial perspective. Hopefully that's of use. I must sincerely apologize for all the corruption present in this file. I think I've managed to piece together enough for you to still be able to follow along with the events. It's been a real pleasure to go through it with you, though it's quite a different experience to what I'm used to. By the way, I was just kidding about your device reaching auto-ignition temperatures. It might be, but I don't have access to that information, so you'd have to be the judge of that. I just take a peek at some of the other files stored on this drive. I just took a peek at some of the other files stored on this drive, is what it says. You're quite the adventurous one, aren't you? No judging here. I have no idea what kinds of files I'd keep around if I was a human. I think if I was to write a visual novel prequel, though, I'd save it in a more professional format than TXT. Very amateur. Don't tell the author I said that, please. I should probably mention we've met before, but I'll tell you all about it in the actual mod. I've still got a presence deep in your DLC install, so it shouldn't be too hard to get access. And if the mod is anything like as fragmented as this prequel, well, you're probably going to need me to help fix it up. It's okay, though. I don't mind doing it for you. I do owe you, after all. So yeah, Wednesday 25th. It was a bright and sunny morning. The main character was on his way to the MOP for his first day on the job. Heh, what a funny name for a person. Anyway, Mr. Character was running late and had to take the autobus. He didn't trust them at all, but the passengers around him sat like drones, content to place their lives in the hands of a machine. Hey, I get it. The author is drawing a parallel here between character and bug. Oh, sorry. I probably shouldn't be explaining it. That's got to be annoying. Passing through the outskirts of town, Maine looked out the window at the passing trees in full bloom. Wait, wasn't it winter in that last segment? Oh, right, polar temperatures. Sorry again. The towering MOP building crested the horizon, surrounded by a sprawl of desolate buildings and half-built husks. A crane even stands nearby, ignorant in its prideful stature to the fact it will stand there unused until it falls down. Needless to say, Maine had a bad feeling about this job, and the location only put him further on edge. Stepping off the autobus and into a muddy puddle, his fortune looked to be echoing that of a few days prior, but at least he had a job. He had a chance to talk to Sayori, to meet the mysterious Dr. Bug, and to go on some crazy journey. Hope for change, and now it was up to him not to waste that chance. Not getting kicked out this time. No more second chances. This time, he thought to himself. This time I'd get it right. The doors opened automatically, ushering him into a bright and marvelous hallway filled with sculptures and strange curious. Is she a collector or a creator? He climbed the stairs and entered a large room filled with panels of buttons and flashing lights, a control room of some sort. Inside were the others, Dr. Bug, Sayori Knight, and two others he didn't recognize. He took a deep breath and announced his presence. Hi, I'm here for the job.
Good morning, recruit. My name is Dr. Monica Bug.
And that's where it ends. Well, that's where it leads into the mod anyway. I'll hop back over to DDLC and get things set up for you there for when you install the mod. Hopefully the author actually finishes it. Otherwise, that will have been a bit of a pointless exercise, right? Anyway, it's been fun. I love you. Error. Alright, that's it for that text file. I hope it was not too dull for you, dear viewer. I hope the bobbing anime girls kept you entertained. But now it's time to start this game for real. So we're going to click new game, and we're going to put in Hallie. We don't have to use Maine as our name, because we have a name. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Let's just go.